Alright, what is going on, guys? Baller TV back, and today we are back with another 2019-2020 Madden 20 rebuild. Today we are taking on the New York Jets, and now looking at this Jets team, I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely some positions that I really like. I mean, Caucasian James at quarterback, definitely going to be a very solid player for us. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield with actually Sam Darnold. This is a very good backfield. I'm very confident in these two to develop together and be very dominant. I hope Sam Darnold, he has a pretty good development rating, so I'm assuming that he'll be a-okay as my quarterback for the future. Robbie Anderson with that haircut, I'm trying to trade him. I just can't do it. I just can't keep that haircut. Even the rest of the receiving core is honestly not the greatest. The offensive line is not the greatest either. We have two guys who were decent, but they're both on big contracts, so they're probably going to have to go at some point. Tight end room, really not that good either. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we have some things I really like. Quinnen Williams in the middle, couldn't ask for more at defensive tackle on a 3-4 scheme. Leonard Williams, definitely a stud as well. Going to hope that he can dominate for us as a power rusher. CJ Mosley is an absolute beast in the middle, and along with Jamal Adams, this defense will force tons of fumbles. Trust me, I've played them, and I know firsthand how annoying it is to play a defense like this. So, that being said, it is already week 7. I started on today's day. We have a lot of things to improve, but I'm not going to touch any of them this year. This year is just going to be the year to finish out so we can have the updated rosters. Year 1 will actually begin next year when we take over the team for real. So, yeah, there's definitely things we need to improve, a lot of things we need to improve, but for now, let's let this year simulate out. Hopefully, we continue to suck. We're only 1-4 right now. If we keep losing games, we can get a top draft pick, fill one of these holes, and make this team a lot better. So I'm going to start simulating, and I will see you guys at the end of the year. Or probably I'll just see you in the off season because the end of the year doesn't really matter if we're not even going to edit the team. Well, the season, I guess to explain it, we went, I think, 8-8. Nothing eventful happened. Nobody finished with any awards. So there's no point in me even really showing you. Everybody did okay. Nobody did great. Le'Veon played well, and the rest of the team was kind of eh. So in free agency, my plan is to try to collectively fill the holes in the roster as best as possible without spending big or too big on anybody. And this is the best way I found to do it. We need a tight end. Austin Hooper will be perfect. Nelson Aguilar would be the number one wide receiver until we get a rookie in there. Corners, I'm going to go with Harden-Greaves and Eli Apple, two young guys who can help make a corner by committee more than spending big on just one person. Gus Edwards, because we need a power back with Le'Veon being elusive. We needed a second deep tackle, so I went and signed one. We needed two linebackers who could rush, speed, and then power. So I spent, a little bit on these two. And then Derek Watt to be the fullback. So we really need to hit on all of these signings. If we don't, that's not good. But for the most part, I think we should get everybody. I didn't want to spend too big on any certain position because we needed so many. And then I'm going to try to hit on our big needs in the draft. So hopefully that plan will work. If not, this could be another very long year in New York. You guys do not understand how badly I want to draft Grant Delpit right here and move him to free safety, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to get repetitive. I'm going to take our need instead. We need a center desperately, so I'm hoping that Creed Humphrey can be our center of the future. And at a 76 overall with hidden potential, I'm pretty confident in him getting there at some point. So definitely a good pick and definitely going to fill one of our biggest needs for this upcoming season. Okay, and while we still need lineman prospects, definitely at this pick, besides right guard, there's nothing here, and right guard is the one lineman I actually don't need. So instead of taking a lineman I'd have to reach for, I'm going to go ahead and take Jalen Reagor instead. I know how he develops. He develops me a pretty solid wide receiver, and he could definitely help in our wide receiver room. We don't have a lot of speed, and I think he would definitely be someone to help that issue, and hopefully become a good target for Sam Darnold for the future. I don't really know if this guy is our left tackle for the future, but he's definitely going to be the left tackle for this season because currently we literally don't have one. So let's hope that Prince can play. What overall is he? A 71. Okay, well, Beecham was a 71 last year, and we still did alright. So hopefully this guy can at least help out a little bit. I didn't think this was actually going to work, but we just got a third rounder this year and a first rounder next year for my backup left end and my starting right tackle. That being said, very dumb of the Falcons because they took the right tackle. They were not going to take the trade until I threw the right tackle in as well. Because the right tackle that is going to be better than him and younger than him and cheaper than him is right here. Hopefully he can play at least a little bit. Please be over a 67 overall. 72 hidden potential. I'll definitely take it. We'll see how he does. We'll see how he develops. But for now, he'll be the starting tackle, opposite of the other rookie that we just drafted. This could be a very interesting season for Sam Darnold. Okay, so right here I'm trading away Quincy because of the fact that he's on like a really big contract, and I have two younger receivers behind him ready to play, and I don't want to pay someone that much money when I have guys who are going to progress to be much better than him with a lot cheaper contract. And the Bills really needed a wide receiver, so I got a first round pick out of this, which was really nice. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the team for the start of year number 1, officially my first year more or less. So, you know, not gonna lie, it's not amazing, but I think we've definitely filled a lot of holes for sure. The offensive line looks, you know, I think it looks better, personally. I think it looks better. We definitely have a lot of youth on the line, but we need some of these guys to progress and to be nice players. Tight end looks a lot better. Darnold's progressing. Hopefully he can continue to progress because we're really going to need him to. The wide receiver room, I do like personally better. I like Aguilar better than Robbie Anderson. And then we have some solid young backups as well. I drafted Peoples-Jones from Michigan, right? Yeah, Michigan in the 4th round, I think, because I saw he was still there. I knew he was good. So it'll add some more talent to our wide receiver room. On the defensive side of the ball, I mean, we're still basically the same team we were last year. We have 2 linebackers who fit the scheme better this year. We don't want to pay Jenkins because he wasn't really that good enough to make that much money he asked for. And in the corners, we didn't sign one big corner. I didn't want to tie up that much money there, like I said. So I went ahead and, like I said, went at a cornerback by committee and got some more younger guys. And hopefully, with our 3 first-round picks, we can land a solid corner in the draft. This year definitely will not be a year we make the playoffs or even that good, but it is definitely a building year in the process of trying to get to the Super Bowl. I think it's just one of the steps along the way to eventually reach our end goal of the Super Bowl. So, that being said, I'm going to start simulating. If there's any trades that come up I want to make, I'll show you them, but if not, I will see you at the end of my first year and, you know, the official year, number 1. Alright, so to end the year, we finished at 7-9, which is about what we finished at last year. I can't really remember, but honestly, we showed major improvements this year. You can see from just the overalls and everything, Sam Darnold played much better. The offensive line looks a lot better. Really, everybody just looks, honestly, a lot better. The offense performed this year, the defense not so much. I probably attest that to, you know, just the lack of stars on the defensive side of the ball. The defensive line, the middle linebacker, strong safety, you know, those are all great positions for us, but our pass rushers are not very good. In our corners, Eli Apple played well this year, but we're really just not there yet. As you can see from some stats real quick, we won't take too much of a time looking at this, it's just year 1. Darnold played really well, and so did Le'Veon Bell. And Jamison Crowder led the NFL in receiving touchdowns this year, but really it was just, I think, our defense. It just didn't get done. I mean, when you have a guy who rushes for 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns, and Darnold throws 34 to 12 picks, those are 2 really good numbers, and your team should be, you know, really solid. Mosley played well. A lot of these guys played well, but really, at the end of the day, I think we just need more higher overalls. Anderson played well, but we need a linebacker, bring in the heat, get me sacks, give me 10 sacks a year easy. So that's what we're looking to do this offseason, improve the linebackers, improve some of the offensive line, really to shore up the issues on this team. We're kind of running low on cap right now, but I think if I can work it out, I can make this team a lot better next year. So I definitely say year 1 went better than I expected. Honestly, I didn't expect us to do that good. I set the goal at 7 wins. That's exactly what we hit. So hopefully next year we can get to like a 10-win mark and make the playoffs and be much better for year number 2. So I got the free agency, and I have negative $2 million in cap. What is that? I don't even have that many guys on big contracts. So look at Tremaine Johnson. He's a $17 million cap hit, and he's a 70 overall. So I'm acquiring a 2nd-round pick for him just to clear up some money, and I don't want that on my team anymore. And also, real quick, look at this. The Chargers are now the Bulldogs. I have never seen a CPU move a team before, but sure enough, the Los Angeles Chargers are now they're London Bulldog? Okay, that is weird. If you guys have ever seen that, let me know, but I have never seen that before. Okay, so I still didn't get a lot of money from those trades and the cuttings and everybody I did. So here is what we were throwing at these 2. I really need both of these linebackers on my team. I do not have any pass rushers right now, and these 2 would help tremendously. And in the draft, I have to go offensive linemen and defensive backs because that's why I'm lacking, and there's nobody here that I can afford. So I really need a hit on these 2. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate and show you guys if we get them. We really could use them, and we get rejected by 1 person. Okay, I'm just going to pay the other guy more money then. And of course, Of course, who else comes in to steal my guy than the London Bulldogs? Of course. Just please take my money. Just take my. Okay, I'm gonna fix it, and hopefully we get him real quick. Okay, believe it or not, this is Le'Veon's value. He is getting older. He's on a big contract, and nobody really wanted him. So I traded him to Bill Belichick, of course. Gave him another tool. I got another first-round pick out of it. You're probably wondering, what in the hell are you doing? We're about to click off this video. We're done watching you. You only have 85 subs. You're stupid. Well, guess what? I have a master plan. You just wait. I'm about to make this team even better. Alright, how about it, boys? Just when you thought that I'd fallen off, I come back with the 3 overall points higher, 3 years younger, same style running back, and cheaper annually, Alvin Kamara. This move will help us out so much, I hope. I'm hoping and praying. Now, if we're going to be a playoff team, I have to hit on all of these draft picks. I know exactly who I need, exactly who I want. I've got to make sure I hit on every single pick I make. So this is where stuff's going to get pretty tough, but I'm ready for the challenge, and we've got to hit on these so we can get back to the playoffs. I really need some guards, really bad. I know guys like Rondale Moore, Parsons, Justin Ross, all on the board, all very talented, fun players, but I have to get a guard, and at 7, that's where I'm going right here. It'll help our team out tremendously, and it really is just the right pick. 78 overall, hidden potential. He's 5 spots lower than where I got him at, but really, he's going to help us out so much in the long run. I know that this trade looks like I completely did an overkill here, but this right guard is superstar potential. He literally just got drafted, and Aguilar's on a $9 million contract. Now that I got rid of Aguilar and I have my new starting right guard, I can go to the draft and take one of the best players who's in this draft. Rondale Moore is an absolute beast. He will be a 90 overall, and like you guys, I had him in the last rebuild. You saw how good he is. He will dominate for us, and he can fill that number 1 wide receiver void much better than Aguilar could, because Aguilar really underperformed last year. Okay, so at 18, I'm probably reaching a little bit here, but I really just want to fix the entire offensive line, and the last thing we need to do is get a new left tackle. I think Cade Mays will fill that void perfectly fine. Hidden potential, 76 overall. I know I reached a bit, but he's really going to be a big help at a very big void that we have on this team. Okay, so next up, we really need a left-hand side linebacker. This guy isn't a scheme fit, but I think I can turn him into a scheme fit, I'm hoping. Okay, maybe not, but he's still a very talented player, so he'll definitely work. But we'll definitely have to work with him on the power rushing, but I think he'll definitely still be a very good player, and he'll definitely be our starter right away. Right here, I'm taking Bryce Thompson, a corner. Our cornerback depth is pretty shoddy, and we can definitely use a number 1 corner. I don't think he'll be that guy, but I do think he will step up on this team, help the depth out, and overall become a very good player for us. I might have reached a little bit, but he's going to play right away in year 1 and be a very big part of this defense. Okay, so right here before the season starts, I am trading away May and 2 picks for a young corner from the Dolphins because of the fact that I actually off camera drafted a free safety in the 2nd round. He has hidden potential, he's young, he fits the scheme, and this is a good way to go ahead and show you my team. So here's the team. Safeties were strong, linebackers were strong. The defense honestly is looking pretty good. We rebolstered the corners. I really like this defense a lot. We could use a number 1 corner still, but we'll make do with what we have. Offensively, the line is completely remade. The wide receiver core is remade. We have the best running back in the NFL. In my opinion, he definitely is up there. Maybe not the best, but he's definitely close. And then Sam Darnold, who's also progressed a lot. This team should make the playoffs? Maybe? I don't know, actually. I'm not totally sure. This team's still very young for sure, but we're definitely a lot better than we have been this entire video. I'll probably make some trades, and you guys will probably see them, but if I don't make any trades, I'll see you at the end of year 2. I'm not sure what to say else, really. I mean, this team they're young, but we'll just have to kind of see how it all works out in the end. I need a kicker and a punter, apparently. I forgot to get those, so I'm going to go do that real quick, and then we will start with year number 2, where hopefully we can get back to the playoffs. Well, at one point in time, this team was 6-4. We were a game behind the division leaders, and it was looking like we're going to make a pretty good push for the playoffs. If not get the division, at least we'll get in by the wild card. We proceeded to lose 6 straight games and finish 6-10. I'm very confused because this team's not 6-10. This team, if at worst, in my opinion, is probably 8-8. So there's some stats, and I think the issue, we are passing for a lot of yards, but we are not we're passing a lot of touchdowns, but not like many yards at all. We're rushing for a lot of yards, but not a lot of touchdowns, which you think would contradict each other, which would be a good enough. But it's just not working out. Our offense is 24th in total first downs, and we're just not getting it done. We're not getting enough push from the offense. We had the 16th best offense cumulatively in the NFL. On the defensive side of the ball, the main issue I'm seeing is, first of all, the whole thing sucks, but the real main issue is that we are giving up too many passing yards. We have given up the 25th most passing yards in the NFL, which you can see our secondary, besides Jamal Adams, is really not that great. So I think the steps I'm going to take this offseason are looking into getting another wide receiver next to Rondale. I know we have a lot of good receivers, and it seems like a position of strength, but we're not passing for a lot of yards. And I just gave Sam Darnold an extension because he's the Jets quarterback of the future. I didn't want to just get rid of their quarterback of the future. That makes no sense. So I kept Darnold, even though he's played pretty well in a lot of games. But I might look to add a deep threat receiver. I mean, that's basically what Rondale is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just like somebody who can take the top of the defense, or maybe add a physical guy who can get a lot of receptions. And then defensively, I'm going to look to add I'm keeping all of the corners we have on the roster, but I want to add one stud, one lockdown guy who can take away the other team's best receiver, and really that'd help us out on the passing defense a lot. And the less the receivers are open, the more sacks we'll get, and the more everything else will come. So, that's the plan, is to get a solid corner, maybe get a solid receiver, and we need to replace right end as well, as I'm letting Henry Anderson walk. So I'm going to get on that. I will show you guys who I'm trying to sign in free agency if we have any money to do so, and then you will see who I'm drafting, and then hopefully in year number 3 we can be a playoff team, and I mean hopefully a Super Bowl contender, because year 3 is the last year, so we need to pick it up right now. Well, I only made 2 moves for a couple of reasons. For one, I didn't have a lot of money to make a lot of moves. And for 2, I really feel like we don't need to make 2 moves in free agency. I don't want to, throw all the money at one person, like J.J. Watt or Kareem Hunt or Leighton Vander Esch. I wanted to do the things I said I needed to do. Get a number 1 corner, which Chris Harris Jr. is going to be the best corner on my team unquestioned starting the year next year. Very solid man-to-man, should be able to lock people down, and also feels a slot need. And number 2, fix right end, get someone who fits the scheme, and get someone who is younger and hopefully better than what we had, which we did both of those things. So as long as we get both these guys, I say this free agency period was a success for us, and now we just need to make sure that we hit on all of our draft picks or trade them for something that we need instead, and then we should be posed, I think, to make a playoff run. I know this trade may seem a bit unnecessary, but I really need the 4th pick for one player in particular, so trading up for it seemed like a pretty big deal to me. And now I want to get another first rounder, because there's another player in mind that I do want to get on this team. And then I think our defense will be very loaded to make a very much needed turnaround for this 3rd and final season. Do I have the draft capital to be making these kinds of trades? Absolutely not. But do I care? Absolutely not, because I'm leaving after this year. So now I have my 2 first-round picks lined up where I want them. As long as the players I still want are still available, we'll be solid there. And then I still have my 2nd round pick as well to add some more depth. So hopefully this draft goes to plan, and our defense is one to be feared next season, instead of one that people are excited to play, or people are excited when their fantasy quarterback plays because he throws for 400 yards on us every game. So I'm hoping I can fix that in this draft. Well, the guy I wanted at 4 is right there on your screen. I'm not getting Stingley. So now I'm going to go for the guy I wanted at 10, because he is the next person I really wanted on the board. Nolan Smith is gone. I could get a stud free safety, but I don't really need one. So I need a corner, and we didn't get a corner. So we're going to go ahead and go after this guy. It's kind of a stretch or reach here at 4. But he's 78 overall, number 11 in true talent. He's going to start for us, and hopefully he can help accumulate some more sacks. And this is where we were stuck going at 10. So I'm not sure how talented he is, but he's the next best corner available. That's what I really wanted. Let's see what overall. 78, man-to-man. You know what? I will definitely take it. He will definitely be thrown into the rotation right away. But it's just not the same as Stingley. He'd have been my number 2 corner right away, my number 1 corner by the end of the year. So I tried making trades. It just didn't work out. But this is what we're going to roll with for this year, and I just hope that it can help us get back to the playoffs. Okay, and then in the second round, finding a talent like this will definitely help bolster the secondary as well. If he's talented enough playing zone, he might drop in at some corner in the nickel package. Or if he's not, he can be free safety. I'm going to move him to free safety because of his zone ability. Let's see what we've got. A 75 overall, not that good. He's definitely good value for the pick, but we probably could have done better. Oh well. Alright, here's a look at the team for the start of the third and final season. Now, on the offense side of the ball, what we did to improve was really not much. Actually, really basically nothing at all. The only thing I did was sign Mohamed Sanu because of the fact that he was one of the top guys in receiving yards last year, and we were really bad in that category. I just figured adding a fifth receiver to bolster that group could definitely be a big help on that side of the ball. Other than that, I just re-signed a few guys like Darnold and our backup tight end. You know, just some stuff like that. I might add a third running back. I don't know. We will see. Right now, I don't have one. On the defensive side of the ball, we did a lot of stuff. Obviously, we added Chris Harris Jr., and then we also drafted this guy who you saw me draft, Stevenson. Drafted this second round free safety, and then we also added a right end, and then we drafted another right end who is a power rusher, but also a run stopper as well, so I think he'll be fine in that part of our team. This team, guys, I really think it's pretty solid. I think it's definitely better than last year. I think we fixed a lot of the issues from last year's team, and now it's just time to see if we can step up or not. If we're not doing well, I'm going to make a splash move. This is my last season. Obviously, I'm doing my best to land somebody who can help us get to the playoffs, but hopefully that won't be a problem, and this team can just find their way in by themselves. If you recall last season, we were 6-4 in position to make the playoffs, and we lost how many straight? 6. Let me show you something with this year's team. Let me just go ahead and show you something here. Okay, regular season. All right, week 1. Win, 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 win. 4 straight, 5 straight, 6 straight, 7 straight. Loss, 8, 9, and 1. And I go to my roommate, hey, I think we just clinched the playoffs. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. We have to win one more game. We did not win a game after that. Look at these losses. It is ridiculous. It pains me. I'm really upset. So, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at some stats real quick. We got in by default because our division sucks. Sam Darnold, trash. Do not keep Sam Darnold in your rebuilds. Absolute garbage. Trade him away. Do something else. Kamara, beast, obviously. Let's go ahead and just look at him. Might as well. And receiving the ball, I'm sure Jameson Crowder had a good year, but no one really played that well because Darnold is the worst quarterback in the history of football. So, yeah, sacks. Sampson finally stepped up to the money he got paid. Leonard Williams, yeah, you know, the rookies. The guy, where is he at here? Yeah, Robertson, he finally stepped up. And don't get me wrong, I think Darnold could be a good quarterback in real life, but in this rebuild, absolute garbage. He's not done. He's had a lot of touchdowns. That's it, because he's had good receivers. So Eli Apple stepped up in the number 2 role. Chris Harris was a absolute stud this year. He was an absolute beast. Mosley played well. Also led our team in tackles and probably close to the top of the NFL in tackles in general. So all of that being said, we are facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs. We have lost 6 straight games. I am very confident we're going to lose this game as well and end this rebuild. That's mean 2 in a row. I haven't won a Super Bowl, maybe 3. I can't even remember what happened with the 49ers one. So yeah, they have Mahomes, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill. There's no way our defense can guard these 3. I mean, there's seriously no way. Schwartz, they have a good corner. They have Sammy Watkins, Honey Badger, Fournette. Ooh, that's a good addition for their team for sure. More good corners, more good free safeties. Frank Clark. There is just literally, there's no way. There's no way we can hang with these guys. We're about to get absolutely clobbered. I feel bad that our rebuilds aren't winning anything, but at the same time, I'm doing everything I can. So here we go. Let's end the week. Are we going to lose 7 straight? Oh, we won. All right. Now that is something I like to see. So we bounced back from losing 6 straight to win our first playoff game, and now we're facing off against the Denver Broncos. And I am very intrigued to see what this team has done because they were not good in real life last we checked. Obviously, they're not doing good this year, and they don't have much of a future. So I'm interested to see how they got back into the playoffs. So they still have, okay, they got Leighton Vander Esch, that's right. They still have Von Miller. This Henderson guy looks like a beast. Bradley Chubb as well. That's a lot of linebackers. I'm not sure how they're going to do all of that, but hey, whatever works, I guess. Phillip Lindsay, Justin Simmons, Cortland Sutton, Goddard. Okay. This is one of those teams that is just not good on paper. Like, you just look at them and you're like, how the hell are they this good? But Madden finds a team they like and they run with them, and we could very well be screwed right here. I would not be surprised if we lost this game at all. But we're just gonna go and send it, see what happens. Sure enough, we lose in the freaking divisional round. I said I wasn't gonna be surprised, but I'm surprised. Our team is so much better than theirs. Well, that's another L. It's another rebuild, another loss, and another day that I am upset and confused. Alright guys, that being said, that is going to be the video. Thank you all for sticking through this painful probably 20 minutes with me. This team underachieved every year, and I am just sick and tired of teams underachieving. I'm tired of making 90 overall teams that can't win playoff games. So next year, or next rebuild, which hopefully I can get out in the next couple of days, will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm just going to go all out. Like, honestly, if it's not realistic, it's not realistic. I'm just going to go full-fledged, do the best I can. We'll see. I might calm down and not do that. We'll see if I calm down these next few days and don't. But right now, I just really am so tired of losing games. So thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying the rebuilds, please like and subscribe. There's plenty more on the way. I'm going to keep pumping out only rebuilds for now. I might try to do some Borderlands 3 content soon, or maybe even some like Minecraft videos again, pick the series back up. But for now, it's going to be mainly Madden content. So if you're enjoying that, please like, subscribe. If you want to see something different, comment down below, and I could take a look at it, maybe do it. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers rebuild.